вивезти людей. А? Можна стояти? Не видно, що там.
Это сколько?
Давай.
350.
Руки трясутся. Почему повесили, блин? Очень недавно.
Вот так.
Покататься на нем.
Она просто обиделась.
Нет, на фоне лучше.
Наоборот, мы ее уважили, но ее красиво.
И Стаса точно выждать.
Мы говорим, мы заедем. Мы где-то 10 гривен. А он облученный?
I don't feel anything about him, to be honest. I don't care about him. And most of the young... Your personal goals, you just ask for the exclusions on the room get. They shouldn't be bad. You have your own well-rounded.
No one knows exactly when it was founded, and at all times Chernobyl looked like a huge village. Here only 5 streets had apartment blocks. The tallest among them had 5 stories, the smallest and most widespread had 2 stories, and on those 5 streets all the maintenance was placed and the rest of the city looked like a village. The only reason why Chernobyl wasn't a village is because it had too many people. For a village, ground and contaminated asphalt were supposed to be replaced, and that's how liquidators succeeded to reduce levels of radiation mostly in the 30 kilometer zone. For 10 were made here in the Soviet Union, just machines in the last row, and that's the concrete sidewalk. When liquidators were burying waste under the ground. Used by workers that were building the city itself. Those dormitories go on our right. This side of the city, this part of district number 1, apart from the dormitories, the one that goes on our right, had also one of local sport complexes, a doll theater, one of local libraries, and the biggest hospital in the city. That was at the same time the biggest and the most contemporary hospital in the whole region. The hospital starts on our right as well. This is the place where first liquidators of Chernobyl accident were brought, that later were included into the first list of victims of Chernobyl disaster. Our walk around Pripyat will start with you from a local river port. The city of Pripyat is located on the bank of Pripyat River, and that's where the city got its name from. And here we are. Take your things. If you have repellent, use it, because most probably we'll have here plenty of mosquitoes. Yeah.
airport, and that side were city beaches for Pripyat residents. Here to the left goes another. Who knows? And that new city turned out to be Pripyat. So at the city in the area, it started to be called Chernobyl nuclear power plant, and then 100 kids. They've had plenty of facilities for children in the city just because one of the wealthiest countries. So in fact, the picture, they were of Pripyat about the technologies developing back then. They were dreaming about Done with that one? Very safe and gives you plenty of advantages. That's why all around hall, that Palace of Culture had the disco hall on the second floor, one more cinema in the middle. On the other side, sport complex, the Palace of Culture, if you are on the stairs, was used by two facilities simultaneously. The one closer to the Palace of Culture was the restaurant, and the one further away from the Palace of Culture that we have on the picture, this one, used to be a central supermarket.
I would you.
And two of them are constantly showing up looking for food.
Om du vill...
especially those facing that side. That only at the end of 60s, like almost 20 years later. The very first trader built
Yeah, have a lot of birds.
What's that?
А, малесенький. For the ruined reactor. The Ukrainian government was understanding that Ukraine will never afford